butler. You may call me the butler. We are gathered here today to celebrate the unveiling of Mr. Charles Lazarus's final piece of writing to be published, with the novel's title to be announced this very evening by Mr. Lazarus himself. After tonight, Mr. Lazarus will be retiring from a lifetime of writing fantastic literary creations that have been adored across the globe. I would like to introduce you to each guest now. First off, we have Miss Lauren Kennicott, renowned actress from Seattle, Washington. Miss Kennicott was the lead actress in Mr. Lazarus's first book brought to screen. Next, we have Sir Jacob Dillinger, former senator from Nashville, Tennessee. He was greatly endorsed in his occupation by Mr. Lazarus himself. Dr. Vanessa Stanwood, our third visitant this evening, is a surgeon from Long Island, New York. She and Mr. Lazarus met by accident. Let's just say she left him in stitches. Ha ha ha. Our fourth guest this evening is known as Sir Bailey Davidson, architect from Syracuse, New York. He was previously hired by Mr. Lazarus to secure the plans of his property and make several additions onto his mansion. Alexis Hamilton, Olympic gold medalist in skiing, is from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Mr. Lazarus, being the generous man that he is, supported and funded Alexis and her U.S. Olympic team this past winter. And finally, our guest of honor, Mr. John Smith. John currently works for the Postal Service in Toronto, Canada. He and Mr. Lazarus were best of friends back in primary school. And he was the goalie for their 4th grade hockey team. I will be at your service this evening. And now, after further ado, and after much anticipation, I introduce you to your host, Sir Charles Raven Lazarus. Sir, Mr. Lazarus.
Butler!
Edith, you know to address me as the butler.
Oh yes, no more with that. Mr. Lazarus has gone missing.
Missing? How is he gone missing?
He's gone missing, the butler, but I've discovered this.
To those it may
concern. You do not know of my identity, though I know of yours. I have taken the liberty in creating for you a very eventful evening. I hope you are in the mood for games, for I have kidnapped your host, Charles Lazarus. If you would like to see him again, you must follow the clues, and here is your first. You are all here today, and here's something to do. You will read each of these notes and find the next clue. You 6 were chosen, as most of you are quite bright. So, in order to continue, you must look towards the light. I wish you all luck, and hope to see you soon. That is, if you survive.
Miss Edith, darling.
Miss Edith, may I ask where you found this letter?
It was on the mat, darling. The mat to the back door. I don't know what to do. Whatever shall we do? It's just awful.
Don't worry, madam. I've dealt with these kinds of scoundrels before, and I'm just sure that we will find him.
Thank you. Thank goodness. I'm working overtime now, and I really need that paycheck.
Hey, Lauren.
All right.
You address me, Miss Kennicott, and nothing less.
Whoa, sorry, Miss Kennicott. You're right. There's just nothing wrong.
I don't know, it's just... I came here tonight all ready for this fancy dinner. I wore my 14th favorite dress out of 196. I even asked my best driver to bring me here. And now I'm stuck putting on this whole mystery show, trying to find the host, when I could be at home, lounging in my jacuzzi. Ugh.
Okay, guys, look, I'm all for games and everything, but what are we gonna do?
Well, we must find him.
I guess we should just follow the clues. Hey, I'm all for it.
Well, I guess I'm in.
Me too.
Why not?
And I can assist you six in your search.
That's the spirit, friendo.
What about me?
What about you?
I'm like famous. I don't do these kinds of things, you know, things that require work.
Well, Miss Kennicott, it's either this, or you'll be left alone with no one to pamper you for the rest of the evening.
Fine.
Good. Now, where do we start?
Well, I propose we start with the clue.
Right. Now let's see. Look towards the light.
So, the light, like the sun.
I sure hope it's not the sun. I mean, pretty dark out now.
I assume it means actual lights, like lamps.
Well, I've noticed there are several lights in this house. Now, I prescribe that we need to cover the greatest amount of area in this very large dwelling. Now, let's see. You three, head upstairs, and the rest of us will take a look around down here. Sound like a plan?
And I will go speak with the rest of the staff. You never do know who could be behind this. You never do know. You never do know.
You know, he is right. Any one of us could be behind this. We could be working with the kidnapper right now.
That is true.
Well, it's obviously not me, so let's get started.
Jacob's right. Let's go. Let's check out some of the light fixtures, all right?
I'm sorry. Why exactly are you directing this?
I'm not really directing anything. Rather trying to organize a situation that currently has no one in a position of power.
Well, I call that being the boss.
Lauren.
Miss Kennicott.
Miss Kennicott, we need to stay focused. We have to get to the bottom of this and find Mr. Lazarus.
Sure, we can do that. With me in charge.
Look,
Okay, you two. Enough of the kerfuffle. We have to come to a consensus. We have to follow the clue so we can find Mr. Lazarus. Okay?
All right, Mr. Senator, but I hate this plot.
Jacob, could you take a look around that lamp?
You got my vote.
Miss Kennicott, would you like to take a look to your left?
Whatever.
I'll start looking over here.
Why is the lighting here so awful? Are we like in a cave or something? They should do something about these awful chandeliers.
Wait a minute. Is that?
All right, hold on. I have a flashlight. Got it. All right. Oh, there you are. There we go.
Wait a minute. Where's Lauren?
Whoa, we heard a crash, you alright? Did something happen?
Whoa.
Wait, where's Lauren?
Well, when the chandelier crashed, the lights went out. When we were able to turn them back on again, she was missing. I doubt she'll be returning.
Yes. Yesterday, I never could have imagined anything like this to happen. What are we gonna do now?
Well, I did find this.
Another clue.
What on earth has happened in here? Go clean that up. This room is a mess. What have you six been up to? And 1, 2, 3. There's only 5 of you. Where did the 6th go?
They lost her.
You've lost her?
Yeah.
But we did find another clue.
Fantastic.
Will you open it?
Yeah, come on, let's see what it says.
All right. I'm going
To assume that you were all having fun. So let's raise the bar and pick you off one by one. Work together on this clue to figure it out. I'll see all of you later, but it's time for me to...
lock out.
I'm pretty sure this is about a bar.
John, do you even hear yourself right now? A bar, really?
Hey, wait a second, hold on. I'll have you know I'm an expert listener. But, what is this all about?
The kidnapping of Mr. Lazarus?
So who we think is out each one now?
Kidnapped?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's a bit concerning.
It certainly is. Isn't it?
Well, we're all gonna have to look out for each other then, I guess. Let's stick together for this project, and beware of the falling objects.
But the clue, time.
Are we under
Clock
some
out?
sort of an unknown time constraint?
No, it has to be the next clues next to some sort of a clock. That has to be it.
Clocks, huh? I can show you where some of them are. I know this place is the back of my hand, and I helped build a good deal of it.
That's great, Bailey. We stay with the same 2 groups. You can lead your guys around the house, and Jacob and I can keep to this area. Sound like a plan?
Absolutely.
Dr. Stenwood.
Oh, please. Vanessa's fine.
Vanessa, are you sure that that's the best idea? 2 people, alone, with a kidnapper on the loose? Wouldn't that not make it more likely for one of us to get kidnapped?
Don't worry, Jacob. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Well, it looks like it's time for us to get going.
Let's just split up, okay, guys? What if Bailey leads John and myself around the house, and Jacob and Vanessa take a look around the foyer?
And I shall search the kitchen.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
You guys? Where'd they go?
That way.
First hallway
To the
on your
left.
left, up the stairs.
Stairs.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well,
Clocks.
right? Nessa, I believe I found it.
That's great. Care to do the honors?
But of course. Oh God. Oh. It was awful. It was just awful. There, we were walking, and then something came down, and then Bailey, he was gone.
Alexis, can you tell us more?
Yeah, we were walking. Bailey was leading us down the hallway, going on and on about how much fun it was dealing with the blueprints and how he knew every twist and turn in the house. When we went to turn the corner, his voice cut off. When we looked around, he was gone, vanished, nowhere to be seen. So we took off back the way we came. You can probably tell. But we ran fast.
Maybe a little too fast. So, Bailey is gone. Any word on Chuck?
Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck. You know, good old Chuck Yell, the guy we're looking for. Chuck?
Do you mean Charles?
Mr. Lazarus!
Potato, tomato, whatever. Did we hear anything about him?
Well, Jacob just found another clue.
So are we just gonna ignore the fact that Bailey's gone?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? He's gone. Open the letter.
I would appreciate it if you did not grab and hold my hand, thank you. But I will open it anyways. You are all
doing well, that is, those who abide. But you have not yet learned to stay at each other's side. This notes your next clue, as well as this key. Keep playing my game, you're getting closer to me.
Well, this is new.
So now we have a key and no idea where it goes to. It didn't sound like there were any hints on the clue this time.
Not really. No.
Well,
I guess we should just look for the keyhole then.
yes, this deserves further investigation.
Yeah, and I suggest that we stick together this time.
Agreed.
Of course. Now, come on. Yes, John?
You notice that maid at all?
Well, of course I have. She works here. She brought us our first clue.
I think she might be listening in on us.
Don't be silly, John. She's just...
There's no water in that can.
Actually, you might be onto something.
Hey guys, I think I found it. Yep, definitely a match. Now let's see what we got.
Huh? It's a picture.
A picture? Huh. Hey guys, you know what? Let's take a picture. Come on guys, everybody sit there, get together, and we'll take a picture now. Come on. Come on, say cheese. No pictures!
Hang on, let me look at that.
Does that remind you of anything?
Yeah, I think so. I was walking in the hallway earlier. I think I saw a picture just like it. I don't remember if it was ripped or not, but yeah, it was definitely the same picture.
That reminds you of the ripped picture?
Yeah, you know, with all the slopes and the dips and the smooth lines and just made sense in my head, all right?
Alexis, can you show us where that picture was?
Yeah, come on. It was right over here.
Ah. She's right. This is it.
Wait a minute.
It's different.
Ooh, suspicious. Maybe it's our final clue.
Well, let's open it and find out.
All right. The stakes are rising ever higher. The need for action is now. Meet me at our usual location and make sure to tie your shoes. The sands of time are ever in your favor.
This is my letter.
But the kidnap, but the letter clue.
Hey guys, think about the real
Delivery
one.
man. This is my letter to deliver. This is the real letter.
I
See, you got the picture, and your search will not yield. You were all getting good, but keep your eyes peeled. You never do know who I will next take. So keep your guard up, your lives are at stake. Enjoy your...
Not steak like the food.
Enjoy your meal.
What does that mean?
Attention! Attention! All the guests gather in the dining hall. We have a wonderful meal prepared for you all. And the main course is my very own fabulous steak.
I don't like steak.
But we also have hot dogs.
All right, I like hot dogs.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm here in Charles Lazarus's Manor, for the fall play, Whodunnit, a novel mystery. I'm a co-director and story writer. I'm here to give you an inside look at the process and how it came to be.
So it was a long process. I was the lead writer of the group. So it was Cassidy, Luke, Mark, and myself, and we were all throwing out ideas. I mean, you, Mr. Toy, Mr. DeLong had ideas too.
Well, the writing process was really amazing. I've never been part of a writing process before, and I've never worked with Gavi, Luke, and Mark all at the same time, so it was really cool to just be all in this one group and working like 12 hours a day doing it in the summer.
It started off as literally just sketching out on a whiteboard.
We came to the conclusion that we wanted to write a mystery, and from that, one of the people said, hey, I have this TV show that I used to watch, and we can use it as like a reference kind of sort of thing.
So I think when, you and Mr. Toy came to us and said, we're going to do like a whodunit kind of play, and I think all of us kind of thought of, Clue. So we took a lot of inspiration from that, but also I remember a couple years ago, there's a TV show on called Whodunnit, and we actually all watched it, and we got a lot of our information and a lot of like how the clues go and a lot of the plot devices from there.
The writing process was a lot of fun. It's really cool to come up with like dialogue for each person, try to make it sound like an actual conversation. Like when you're watching the play, it doesn't just feel like it's things that people have written down. It feels like an actual conversation that you're listening to. There's just like the here and there, and getting that all on paper was really cool.
It was really cool. I remember one of the first days that we ever did it, and Luke got up there and he was drawing on the whiteboard of all of like, oh, this is gonna go here, this chair's gonna go here, and now it's all come together. It's really cool to see all of our ideas just come as one on stage and have all of the actors that we thought of really play those characters.
Watching the cast that I helped put together just bring the play to life. It was so cool. I'd be sitting in the stands, the audience, and watch them practice and read their lines. And even though it wasn't perfect in the beginning, it was so cool to watch. Because then I started seeing what I wanted when we were writing happening. And that was so cool.
It was honestly, and it was incredible because to be able to build the whole house in your head, and to build each character and each little detail, every detail is equally as important. But then to see it truly come to life was honestly really incredible, and it was awesome actually. To have the creativity go in, costumes, lighting, it was all really cool.
So that's one of my favorite things about just plays in general, but specifically writing it ourselves. It's when you're writing it, you might have like a specific idea for how the character is going to act, how the character is going to be. Like you have their personality down, you know what you want to happen. And once it's cast, you have people with completely different personalities doing it out. So the way it was, you have this like crazy character, and then he's just flat. Sometimes it makes it even better. I like the whole casting thing, because seeing it come from the paper onto the stage, sometimes you think, oh no, this is going to be worse, but no, it actually turned out a lot better than I could have ever expected.
Music is definitely the key part in having a production to really set the mood. I mean, it's definitely, it changes the whole feeling of everything. Mr. Toy and I worked on it together, spent quite a few hours on just writing, and it started with just hands on the keyboard and turned into writing a whole list of songs. Writing the music is definitely the key piece, one of the main key pieces of the show, to get the perfect spooky feel to it, not too heavy on the show, but also not too light to the point where it's not enough. So it's really one of the main parts. Mr. Toy plays the piano. He runs it all and keeps it all organized. Him and I wrote the music. Then we have Alex, who's on the bass, which kind of keeps it all steady. So it can't be a band unless everyone works together, and everything is equally as important.
So the process of directing with another person, being a co-director, we really had to communicate and make sure that we were on the same page, not telling people two different things. Directing them was fun. A lot of times I thought I was doing stuff on purpose to do this again. But I think that they ultimately realized that it was for the benefit of the show. And so rather than saying, well, no, you're just my peer, they were like, all right, you know what you're doing. They wouldn't have picked you to be a co-director if they didn't think you didn't. And they would do it again. And my co-director really helped me out with this, because I'm the student co-director, and my adult co-director really helped me out with that. Showed me a lot of things that I will remember forever now. So that was really awesome. And the improvement. Some of the actors we have never done anything acting-wise. First show, first anything. And their improvement from 0 to where they are now is so incredible. If I could have a video from the first day I practiced to now, it wouldn't be the same person. And seeing the casting process from when we cast them to the show, it's incredible. It really is.
Patience, definitely patience. If you're working in a group, you got to get everybody's ideas. Everybody has to listen to each other. If not, nothing's going to work. And so it's definitely cooperation, and that's exactly what we did. And here we are now.
It's definitely teamwork. I don't know where this thing would be if we hadn't done it as a group. It's a lot of fun. The most important thing, though, is make it understandable, because just because it makes sense to you doesn't mean it'll make sense to everybody else. But it will turn out really well.
Well, I would definitely say to definitely take it one step at a time. I know when originally we started, it was like, okay, we're gonna do this, and this, and I want it all done now, and it's gonna be perfect. Nothing's perfect, and it takes time. It's a process. I mean, starting to be around the middle, ending of last summer, and building up, it was the first session was jotting down ideas, which then turned into writing clues, which then turned into writing scenes. It's building up onto itself. So definitely don't rush yourself. Pace yourself, set up different times of what to do what, and just have fun with it, because it's really great in the end.
Here are your appetizers, everyone. I will turn shortly your next round of delicacies.
Wait a minute. How did Jacob go missing? The intermission was only 9 minutes long.
So let me recap here. 6 of us went to a party for Charles Lazarus, whom we each have a unique connection with, so he could unveil his latest novel. But instead, he has been kidnapped, and he has sent us on a clue-finding scavenger hunt to find him and Charles, while we are simultaneously being kidnapped, one by one.
This is correct.
Plus, in his last clue, he told us to enjoy our meal.
Yes.
And it just doesn't add up, does it?
Hello, sir. Have you found anything out yet?
I have found nothing, Miss Stanwood. I have searched this mansion far and wide, top to bottom, left and right. I've observed the staff. I watched you on 2, 3 in your search. I have seen everything that has occurred, but mere moments too late.
No, don't worry. I'm sure we'll find him. There's no need to give up.
Oh, I wouldn't dare give up. I know not where to continue, but that will not stop me. Oh, my name isn't the butler.
But of course.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've offered to assist our head chef in serving tonight's main course. Please enjoy your meal.
Yes, he did. The butler is a very, what's the word, courteous man. Though he does have a very strange name.
But that's what the clue said. Do you think that maybe he could be...
No way. No. One, he was totally confused when Chuck didn't show up. Two, he read us the first clue. And three, there's no way he could have been. There's no way he could be it. I mean, how cliche would that be?
Very true. He could have been acting, though.
No, I don't think he was. His mood has shifted since our arrival. I think he's innocent. Plus, I'm thinking other staff.
Other staff?
Precisely. There's the maid, Edith. She's been acting pretty suspicious tonight. And there's also the chef. The meal and its timing, all of it really does have me on edge.
The chef! I hadn't even thought of the chef! Maybe we could ask him
Welcome everyone! Welcome to my kitchen! This evening we have a fantastic 4-course meal prepared for you all, starting with my fantastic hors d'oeuvres. After that, we have a lovely platter of my famous ravioli all'uovo. After that, we have an additional platter of sautéed julienne, summer vegetables. Next, we have the finest hand-selected potatoes, grilled to perfection by yours truly. And last but not least, I give to you the finest porterhouse steak in all of America. My food. What's happened to my food? What's happened to my food? What's happened to my food? What have you done to it? Done to my meal! I tell you not to touch it! And what do you go ahead and do? You touch it! You touch it! And you break it! I'll cut you! I'll cut you!
Alexis, so you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna go dry off. If you guys want to read the next clue without me, go ahead. I'll just catch up when I get back.
Alright.
Right this way.
So, you gonna open that letter, or,
This procedure shouldn't take too long. Her dress wasn't that wet. Maybe we should just wait for her.
Now, you know what? We've been waiting a whole 30 seconds, and you don't need to wait any longer. Just open it, come on.
Alright. This
Is the last clue that you will receive. That's why it is longer. So don't worry or grieve. In case you don't know, you've just lost one more. There are 2 of you left. I have the other 4. It's time that you find me, so I'll be direct. I am someone who you've all shown much respect. To know my location, you must know who I am. And since one of you does, I'm sure one of you can. It's a slippery slope, so try asking some staff. Too bad Alexis is gone. That would have made her laugh. Sincerely, your kidnapper.
Now that Alexis is gone, it's just you and me now, John.
Well, that's a shame. I kind of liked her. She was the least annoying one out of all of us. Except for you, of course.
Right. Anyway, the clue suggested that we ask some staff. I'm thinking interrogation is probably the best course of action.
What does that mean exactly?
We should probably go interview some of the staff. Any of them could be the kidnapper. And just see what we can find out.
Yeah, okay.
Give me that.
Hey.
Since it's just the two of us, I really need you to stay on task, alright?
What, so we're just gonna walk around the mansion and look for people who work for Chuck and ask them, "Hello, sir, do you happen to be the kidnapper?" Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna get us everywhere.
No, we'll just have normal conversations with them and see what we can find out.
Fine.
But what do we ask? Excuse me, sir?
Oh, yes! My name is Rodrigo, by the way. You may refer to me as such.
All right, Roger Ego. Would you mind if my, friend and I talk to you for a moment?
If this is about that disastrous meal, I assure you, there's nothing like it. It's happened before. And nothing like it should ever happen again! Those children in my kitchen, they know nothing of the fine cuisine. But I have taken them, oh yes, I have taken them under my wing. And before long, they shall be capable of putting together the finest creme brulee in their sleep.
I like creme brulee.
That's great, I guess, but that's not really why we wanted to talk to you.
No?
No, we just wanted to find out more about you. So, how long have you been working for Mr. Lazarus?
Oh! I have been working for Mr. Lazarus for many, many years. It is difficult to keep track of the time when one is so invested in what they do. Oh, but it's all so very worth it.
So, how long have you been working with food?
Oh, since I was just a child. Food is it's my passion. You see, it's my love. It is my life. I could never live without my wonderful food.
Really? So, you're used to working with food?
Oh, yes. You see, first I wake up in the morning and I cook breakfast. Then I clean up breakfast and I cook lunch. Then I clean up lunch and it's dinner time for everyone. Food is all I do. And when other people love food, I am happy. Especially when they love my food.
I think he likes the word food.
Oh, yes! Food is fantastic, is it not? In fact, I think I will go make some food right now. Would you like to join me to make food? Yes, yes.
No.
I think we'll stay back here. Oh, and thank you again for dinner.
Thank you! You're so very welcome! My kitchen is always open!
So, what do you think of that?
I don't think so. He's too involved in his job. Why would he kidnap anyone?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right.
But you know who's not?
The maid.
Let's go find him. excuse me, Miss Edith. Could we talk to you for a moment?
Yes, yes, of course you can, children, but please make it quick. I have much work to do and like to get it over with.
Of course. We were just wondering how long you've worked for Mr. Lazarus.
Oh, for Mr. Lazarus? I worked here, a good number of years. Many more than one can count on their fingers. But that's not something to pope about now, is it?
Very true. How long have you, let's see. How do you like your job here?
Well, between you and me, I've never wanted to work here as a maid. Doing all the cleaning and no one to talk to but the butler, it's just dreadful.
Really?
Yes, but the pay's good, so why bother quitting? Mr. is a fine gentleman who's very generous with his money. And you better find him. Payday is tomorrow.
She wants her paycheck.
Yeah, but without Chuck around, she can have all the money she wants.
Not if it's in a bank, she can't. How is she going to access it?
With him, of course. She probably kidnapped him.
Yeah.
And then she took him to the bank. And then she made him tell the bank to give him all of his money.
John, how could that possibly play out? I'm willing to bet it's not her.
Fine. Then I guess I would just leave the...
The butler. Come on,
But-
let's go find him.
But that's so cliche.
John, it's cliche. Now come on.
Cliche?
Yep.
It sounds stupid.
It's not
Hey, look at this. Books. I've never been much of a reader myself, at least not since grade school. Oh, hey, look at this. It's Chuck's favorite book. Man, he would go all day long about this. It's blah, 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 blah. There's much to do about this. I knew this would have one of these.
He scanned the room and saw his friend sitting at the desk. It was then that the boy realized the kidnapper had been the host this entire time.
Chuck?
How you doing, Johnny?
Yeah, it's great to see you, but aren't you kidnapped?
I was, John. I was. You see, I asked all of you to come here tonight. I told you that I'd be unveiling my new novel, but in reality, I was writing it. My novel is a mystery. It's about a man who gets kidnapped at his own novel unveiling party. The kidnapper sends his guests on a search to find him, while taking his guests away, one by one. The entire book is now based on real events. You were all of my main characters. And you, John, are the star.
Mr. Lazarus.
Please, Jacob, formalities aside, I think we know each other well enough by now. Charlie or Charles, whatever you'd like.
Charles. You never did tell us the name of your book?
Oh, the title? The title of the book is Whodunnit? A novel mystery.
Whoa, what a fantastic title. Who would ever think of something like that?
So wait a second, guys. This entire time, you were the kidnapper.
John, we already went over this.
Don't worry, I'm used to it. Good old Johnny never changes.
Well, I see you found the culprit, Mr. Smith.
The butler?
I did.
Did you know Charles was behind this the entire time?
Of course I did. You don't think Mr. Lazarus could have pulled all this off on his own, did you?
Well, I could have, but it was more convenient to have a little assistance. He was the only one who knew, of course.
But of course, sir.
I'm sorry. I hate to intrude this tiny discovery we've got going on here, but can we, go now? I'm still my dress, and I still came here for dinner.
Well, of course you came here for dinner, Miss Kennicott. This celebration was not just in vain. Come on, let's get to the party.
Thank you, sir. Baby.
Charles.
I did not wear my dress in vain.
It is a federal offense to kidnap a U.S. senator under any circumstances. Are you kidding me right now? I could
Guys,
have you
wait! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, where did Vanessa go?
Oh, you'll have to read my book.